So already we've started getting some ideas of the kinds of foods that might match with these different flavors. And the question once again arises, I'm shopping for beer, how can I tell which beer has which malts?
Okay.
Right? And first of all, if you pour your beers, it's self-evident. So if you're shopping for beers and you want to go for beers that you already know and you're wondering what kind of malts are in there, I'm going to give you one guess what sort of malt is in here.
Well, I would say the first one, because it is a very pale, it is a very, very pale color. Pale, yellowy, blonde.
It's pretty straightforward. So that's the Old Credit Pilsner, I believe, that we're drinking. Yeah, the pale Pilsner. This is a Negro Modelo, so you want to have a look at that.
Much more
See what you're thinking.
ambery, brownish color in comparison of the two.
For sure, so this is probably a combination of malts.
Okay.
But you can see that definitely some of this type of malt has been in there because you get that sort of caramel tone to it.
Definitely.
Okay, ready? This is the Black Irish Porter. Once again.
Very dark. Very dark with a nice chocolatey brown kind of mocha colored head.
So you can see right away, I mean, if we line these up with the malts, you can get an idea of what kind of malt is going into that beer. Very simple. Now, if you're venturing into new beers, generally, if you know your styles, you can tell what sort of malt will be in a beer. So, for example, this is a porter. All porters will be generally more or less this color. All pilsners will be more or less this color.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you're venturing into new styles, sometimes there are very blatant hints. Like, for example, this is Cameron's Auburn Ale. You can see by the color of the label, very purposefully done.
I would say that it would be something like that.
Just about that color.
Okay.
And here's another one. This is the Black Oak Nut Brown. So the nut brown is actually somewhere in between here and here.
Okay.
But again, they've given you a clear hint with the color of the label, which is not always the case. But already you know, it says nut brown, you can get an idea. So for example, if something says pale ale, you know you're heading towards this.
So they're hinting at the color, but they're also hinting at a flavor profile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's explore those flavor profiles
Okay.
and see what sort of food matches we would use for each one.